Today marks 30 years since the 1990 Iraqi invasion of Kuwait that harshly sought to destroy the identity and sovereignty of the country.
Citizens both home and abroad rejected and blatant aggression and stood united to defend the country and freedom. Here's more with Abdullah Rafai.
It has been 30 years since the 1990 brutal invasion of Kuwait that sought to destroy the identity and sovereignty of the country. Overnight, Iraqi regime troops turned Kuwait, the pearl of the Arabian Gulf, into scenes of chaos and destruction. Citizens rejected the blatant aggression and stood united to defend their country, rejecting all orders by the occupying forces, which subjected them to arrest, torture, and in many cases murder. Citizens both at home and overseas stood by the side of their legitimate leadership to defend their country and freedom. During the invasion, the aggressors adopted a scorched earth policy, setting fire to 752 oil wells, digging trenches and filling them with oil as a barrier against the US-led international coalition troops. But thanks to the wise leadership of the late Emir, His Highness Sheikh Jabir al-Ahmed al-Jabir al-Sabah, the late Father Emir, His Highness Sheikh Saad al-Abdullah al-Salam al-Sabah, and His Highness the Emir, Sheikh Sabah al-Ahmed al-Jabir al-Sabah, who was foreign minister at the time. And with the assistance of its people, Kuwait was able to gain support of the international community and its liberation. As soon as the Iraqi regime troops set foot in Kuwait, the invasion was condemned globally, and the United Nations Security Council issued a host of decisive resolutions, starting with Resolution 660, which demanded an immediate withdrawal of the Iraqi regime forces from Kuwait. The Arab and international stances adopted were similar in demanding the immediate withdrawal of the aggressors and holding the invading regime accountable for all the damages caused by the invasion. His Highness Sheikh Sabah al-Ahmed, overseeing the foreign ministry portfolio, played a vital role for mobilizing the Arab and international support to Kuwait's legitimacy, thanks to his long experience as Kuwait's chief diplomat since 1963. Sheikh Sabah's vigorous and sincere efforts for Kuwait proved abundant, as he managed to gain the world's support for ousting the aggressors, liberating Kuwait, and restoring the nation's legitimacy and sovereignty. The 30th anniversary of the brutal Iraqi invasion on the state of Kuwait. A story of sacrifices. Reflects a solidarity epic and Kuwaiti heroic courage. Kuwaitis stood together to defend their country's freedom and sovereignty.